Oh, maybe that came up, so maybe now we're live. Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to this week's Library Live Chat. We'll be discussing some new books that we got in this week, or the last couple of weeks first. I'll start with some a YA title we got in. It's called Little Fish. It's by Ramsey Bayer. This is a graphic memoir, so it's not just like a graphic novel. There's also like these neat little extra like journal-y type of things in it. It sounded interesting about a 18-year-old girl and her transition from a small town high school into a huge city art school.
Oh, wow. So,
kind of it's called Little Fish, so I guess it's probably like a fish out of water sort of thing.
Nice.
And then into the adult books that we've gotten in, we have The Wisdom of Psychopaths, What Saints, Spies, and Serial Killers Can Teach Us About Success by Kevin Dutton. This sounded really, really interesting.
It does.
Can't really tell you much about what it's about other than the title, but it's functional psychopaths, and one of the blurbs on the front is from Michael C. Hall, who was the actor and producer of Dexter. So.
Oh, okay.
So it should be pretty interesting. And then into TV again, we have One More Thing, Stories and Other Stories by B.J. Novak. B.J. Novak, as some of you might know, is Ryan from the U.S. Office. He wrote a lot for that show as well as starring in it. And so this is a collection of short stories that he has just published. So should be interesting.
Nice.
And then the last one I have for us is The Bear by Claire Cameron. Jenna bought this one, and she said it sounds really similar. It reminds her of Room by Emma Donoghue. But the main character is a 5-year-old girl, and she awakens while her family's camping to a bear attacking her parents.
Oh.
And so she has to take her brother and get to safety, and they end up going into a canoe, and then the canoe runs aground, and so they're trying to survive in the wild.
Very cool. That's a neat picture on the inside.
Yeah, it's a canoe. The one in the back, I wonder. Oh, also the canoe. So, sounds interesting. Novel for adults told from a 5-year-old perspective.
Very cool. Very nice. So I have another adult book for us. This one is nonfiction, and this one is called Spooky New England, Tales of Hauntings, Strange Happenings, and Other Local Lore. It has a very cool cover. Very, very cool. And I already did check this out and checked it out because there's a lot of different towns in here. It lists all the different towns and their you can read that, but and all their haunted stories that go along with each town. And my hometown was in here, so that's why I took it. And it's very interesting. I've read almost all of them already. Just cool, neat,
nice
haunting stuff. And I like the little picture on the back as well. The little carriage through the woods there. So very interesting stuff. Unfortunately, there's no Tilton or Northfield in there, but there are some New Hampshire ones. And then I have a couple of adult movies to share for you. These are Blu-rays. We've gotten quite a few Blu-rays in here. This one is called The Mortal Instruments, and it's City of Bones. So there is that. It's a little creepy. And then we have Fast and Furious 6. Yes, there was 1 through 5, and now we have 6. And this also is very interesting. So check those out along with all our other new movies that we have. And I do have some children's books, but none of them are really new. But we wanted to Brittany found this really cool list about the 8 children's books that make you wish that you were a kid again. And we had 4 out of the 8. 3 are in, so I have them to share with you. The first one is The Dark by Lemony Snicket. Love Lemony Snicket. This is a great book about a little boy who is afraid of the dark. So he goes down into his creepy basement every night to visit the dark, hoping that it won't come visit him in his room. So the pages are all really black except for the light of the door or the boy's flashlight. It's like this one here where he's coming down the basement stairs. So great artwork in this. Super fun book. Love it. This one that's on the list is Mr. Tiger Goes Wild by Peter Brown. This is fairly new to our collection, and people are wild about it. Mr. Tiger is tired of being tame and civilized, and he wants to run around without his clothing and do all kinds of uncivilized things, so he goes to the wild. And then it turns out that all his friends miss him, and they sort of everybody goes wild. Very, very cute. That was on there. The other book that was on there is was just given an honoree for the Caldecott Award, and this is Journey by Aaron Becker. And this is a wordless picture book. The pictures tell the entire story with fabulous pictures.
So gorgeous.
It is absolutely gorgeous. So this one definitely, you will get lost in all the pictures. A great one. So the ones that we don't have, Mr. Waffles, well, we have it, but it is currently checked out. And it's Weisner. It's Dan Weisner?
Let me
Look at you, you're so fast. Oh, you went past it.
Did I?
Yep, there he is. David Weisner is Mr. Waffles. And Mr. Waffles is a story about this cat who gets this new toy, but actually it's not really a toy. It's a little alien spaceship that has broken down, and the aliens are living under his radiator and getting help from some insects to fix it. It's just really, really cute and funny. So those are the 4 we have. The 5th one is Nelson Mandela by Kadir Nelson, and that's a biography about Nelson Mandela. The Tortoise and the Hare by Jerry Pinkney. Yes, the classic Aesop fable of the tortoise and the hare, but this one, the illustrations in it are just absolutely beautiful. We don't have it yet, but I do plan to order that one in my next order. The next one is The Brush of the Gods by Lenore Look. Right? Did I write that down right? Yep. And in this one, it is about the Tang Dynasty painter Wu Daozi was not a very good calligrapher, but he was great at drawing, and so good, in fact, that his drawings came to life and flew off the pages. Yeah, it sounds really good. And then the last one is This is the Rope, A Story of the Great Migration, and that is by Jacqueline Woodson. And this is the story told by a little girl through this rope that her grandmother took with her when they moved from South Carolina to New York. So it's very interesting. The rope was a clothesline, and then it becomes all different things, and they tie things down with it. So it's like the rope is a significant, obviously, part of the story. So those are 8 great picture books that even if you are an adult, you might want to check them out, but they are great for kids as well. Very interesting books.
Yes.
That's all I have for that.
I always love, like, the illustrations just always amaze me, like how much work has to go into some of them.
I know.
It's complete works of art.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's, many of them in each book, from the cover to every page to the back cover. It's just, yeah, a lot of work.
So I guess we'll go into our library events. Some were canceled this week because of all the snow. We're here today. So what do we have coming up? Today's the 14th. Yes, happy Valentine's Day to everyone, all our viewers out there tuning in. Let's see. For teens on Tuesday at supposed to be 3 o'clock, we have LED throwies. So there are these light up magnets that the kids will be making their own of. So we have a few colors to choose from, and they'll put them all together and light up. It's good for lockers or fridge or whatever.
Very cool.
And then also on Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning, we have Hand and Foot Canasta, which Jenna runs that. If you don't know how to play, feel free to still join us because they will teach you. It's often a good time. That's all for next week I have.
Okay.
Do your...
Well, on Wednesday at 10:30 and 11:30 is story time. This week's theme is going to be penguins, so we'll be reading some books about penguins and doing a cute penguin craft to go along with it. And then that's followed by arts and crafts at 3:30, and I believe her theme this week is backwards birthday party. So interesting. And then also on Saturday, February 24th, at 4 o'clock is that right? No, that can't be right. It's Monday, February 24th. At 4 o'clock, Monday the 24th, is the Kids Book Club, and that's recommended for grades 3 to 5. And it will be our first book club because the first meeting, because the last first meeting was canceled due to an illness. So if you didn't make it to the last one and you really wanted to, please come. It's our first meeting, like I said, so we'll kind of be basing what the group's going to be like off of that. And just come prepared to share about your favorite book or most recent book. And then adult-wise, I have my card class on the 20th. There's still a couple spaces left if you want to come and learn how to make handmade cards. And that is it for me for upcoming.
On the 24th, we will be having the psychics back. So if that's something you've been looking forward to, they will be here from 4:30 until 7:30 on Monday the 24th. So
Very cool.
make sure you come and have them do whatever they do. Some of them read cards, some of them read other things, some of them do Reiki. So it'll be a nice mix of things for you to enjoy. I guess that's it for us this week. We'll be back Friday the 21st at 4 o'clock. So have a great day.